Hello everyone! Welcome to the Oasis, a community of understanding and compassion. I'm Drasby893, and today we're going to be interviewing LzySusan, my favorite VTuber. The best VTuber. The best VTuber.
Aw. That's so nice. Thank you. Hardly, but it's very kind of you.
Everyone's gonna love you, they just don't know who you are yet. Yeah. This is good stuff. I'm too frazzled. I completely forgot everything I was gonna do. I normally have a big long intro and I've forgotten everything. Oh no. Okay. Hi, this is Susan. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi. My name is Susan. I am a panda girl. I like to drink beer. They call me the beer bear. And I usually play a variety of games. I like older games usually. Thank you, anyone who sent in any questions. I super appreciate it.
Absolutely. I've collected community questions. And this is basically a talk show format, but we're going to be asking questions here and there to get the conversation flowing. And all right. I'm just going to start asking questions because I'm so frazzled. I don't even know what to do. So
Ask away!
Alrighty. What's the best meal you can cook?
The best meal I can cook. I'm a pretty good cook, honestly. So, probably the best meal that I make is, have you ever heard of mapo tofu by chance?
No.
So, mapo tofu is kind of spicy. I believe it was traditionally cooked in China. And I make a vegetarian version of it. So traditionally there's minced pork in it, but I don't really like pork. So what I do is I take mushrooms, yellow onion, and a bunch of really, really good spices like chilies and chili garlic paste, soy sauce, and there's broccoli in it, and tofu, obviously. And I mix it all together and the sauce gets really thick and you eat it with rice. And it is just really, really tasty. It's a nice little bit of heat in it too. Put a little cayenne pepper. So good. It's so good. But that's probably the best dish that I make.
Sounds awesome.
I've always wanted to do a cooking stream, but I don't know how I would set it up. I feel like I need another camera or something for it, but maybe one day, because I'd also love to do a beer brewing live stream kind of thing. I just don't know how I'd set it all up.
Have you ever done anything like IRL, or you just been pure VTuber?
Just pure VTuber.
Hell yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever actually. I probably never put my face out there.
There's so much value in anonymity as a content creator.
Exactly. Want to try that yum? Yeah. If I could share it with everyone, I would.
I'll try to see if I can order it somewhere.
But it won't be my mapo tofu,
right?
You know, it'll be different, but it'll still be tasty. Would highly recommend trying.
Maybe I'll write it down and ask my wife if she wants to make it.
Yeah, you should. Does she like to cook?
Yeah, we just don't do that very often.
Oh, busy. I get that. Love dried tofu and fried rice tofu. Oh, fried rice. Fried rice tofu is so good. Especially when you mince it up real fine and kind of mix it in with the rice. It's all about the sauces and the spice though. It's so good. I'm glad we have some mapo tofu lovers in the chat. It makes me very happy.
Possibly a very complicated answer. What's your favorite beer of all time?
It's really tough.
Yeah, I know. Man, you knew a question to ask.
That's a very tough one because I have my go-to favorite, which is Asahi Super Dry. But
it's a good one.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so drinkable. There's a lot of Japanese beers that would highly recommend because they're brewed very well and they're just super nice and refreshing to drink. But probably my most favorite beer of all time was from at when I was living in a different area, and it was like a local brewery. I don't believe they're around anymore, but it's the beer that kind of got me into beer. Like really made me love beer and realize that beer can be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a chai tea porter. Oh, it's
Ooh.
fantastic. Um, I love tea, and tea beers are some of my favorite styles that personally I think are underutilized. A lot of people don't make them, and it's really hard to get, and also beer flavor. And this brewery did just an amazing job with it, and I was like, wow, beer can be good and delicious and awesome, and you can drink it to enjoy it and not just like have a nice buzz after it. So that's probably my most favorite beer of all time, because it was the beer that got me on track to loving beers.
I might have just been missing them, but I haven't caught you ranking beers in a while. Are you still doing that? Do you have like a massive, ridiculous tier list going?
I do still rank beers. Probably like once a month. I did take a small break from it
Mm-hmm.
because I was trying to accumulate some interesting beers and try to find beers that people were recommending to me. I have like a big spreadsheet of anytime someone recommends a beer, I put it on the spreadsheet and then I try to get a hold of it somehow. But it's rather difficult at times, especially if it is a beer that needs to be imported or is from a specific area in the country. But I do try really, really hard to get these onto my Twitch. Um, so I think it's probably been close to a month and a half since my last beer tier list stream. So we're about due for another one.
So a really good place to go. I think I might have actually told you about this when you were streaming before. But a really good place to go instead of going to like a grocery store or something is to go to a distributor. You can go directly to the people
Mm-hmm.
that deliver the stuff to the grocery stores, and they're gonna have like a third of the drinks you can find in grocery stores at that one distributor. So like those are really good places to go to find strange beers.
Oh, I highly agree. I'm actually really, really pretty, I don't want to say like super well known at my distributor, but I do pop in there quite frequently. It's also a great place like to ask the workers if they can get a certain beer for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're generally really good about it. It just takes a while to get it in, like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes a few weeks, but if you ask, they're usually really, really good about it. It's not aware tea beers were a type of beer in the first place. Yeah, it's not like a specific style by any means. It's just something that's becoming more and more prevalent, and I think people like definitely need to utilize it more often because it's an untapped area in the beer world. But it's literally as easy as like if you brew your own beer, taking like an average porter or something and dipping a tea bag in it and just like seeing how it tastes, and then you can kind of experiment from there.
Hell yeah. No, I recently had one of my favorite drinks I've ever had, and it was a chai tea drink. It wasn't a beer, but it was an
Oh.
alcohol drink, and it was just really, really good. It was frothy and creamy, and it was amazing.
Chai tea is amazing. I absolutely love it. It's not my favorite tea, but especially in beer, it's so good.
Hell
Yeah, I
yeah.
would highly recommend trying it if you ever get a chance. Any tea beer, like I've had jasmine green teas before that were in like ales, and I've had like Earl Grey pale ales and like a peach tea fruited ale. Super, super good. Tea beers are pretty good. Not a few local brewers in the area that make some good ones here. Ah, nice, nice.
Nice. I
I'm
might
I'm glad to
actually
hear
look into
brewers are
that.
doing that.
I
You
can,
should.
I can. I mean, I work at a distributor. I could probably get my hands on quite a few.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I didn't realize you worked at a distributor. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I work for so our parent company it basically
Hmm.
is like one of the largest distributors in America. So like we've
Oh,
got like really good connections.
nice.
But
Jealous.
we're like a child company, and so
Hmm.
like they still act like we're a small corporation. Like my all the supervisors know all the workers, which is awesome. It's a nice
Ah,
blend of like being able to having like really good resources, but then it also be at like functioning like a smaller business, which is really cool.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like a pretty cool place to work, not gonna lie.
It is. If you could master making one style of beer, what would it be?
Ooh, one style of beer. Probably, I was gonna say lagers. Lagers are a little more complicated in the brewing process because temperature reasons, and you have to be a little more mindful about the brewing process in general. I've never made a lager myself personally, just because I don't have the equipment for it. But one day I'd love to at least try, and I am pretty firm believer with most people prefer lagers of some sort. And if you brew them the right way, they're like some of the tastiest beers out there.
Yeah, lagers are great.
Oh yeah.
They've got a lot of wiggle room for what you could do with them.
Right? Absolutely. I would big chug in my office if I worked with you. You know it. Oh, I could probably get fired for that, though.
Actually, we have tastings at our work because the sales reps have to know the product they're peddling, right? So literally, our meeting room is a pub room. It's got a bar and everything.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like my kind of job. I want to work there.
Alrighty.
Let's talk about beer all day with people. Like, what's not to love about that?
Right? Oh yeah, no, you'd have infinite people to talk with all day about beer.
Do you like beer?
I do. So a big part of why I know a lot about beer is just because so whenever we can only, since we're a distributor, we can't sell single items. We can only sell cases. So if a bottle gets busted, we now have 23 unusable bottles, and it goes in a section called breakers. And you can spend $12 and fill up a wine case with as much as you can fit in there of anything you want from there. So, like, I have access to, like, practically free, limitless variety of alcoholic drinks to try.
I'm so jealous. That sounds amazing.
It is amazing. Before, like, when I didn't have this job, I drink maybe, like, once a year. Because, like, I like alcohol, but, like, I don't go out of my way. But it's like, now that it's there, it's like, I want to try this. I want to try this. I want to try this. You know? Good time.
I definitely get that. Yeah, that would be pretty deadly for me because I'd be like, this is the beer that I want to try. Yeah, and just like, so wait, you don't sell 6-packs because like sometimes my distributor, if I just want a 6-pack, they'll just like open the case and give me one of the 6-packs, and then they'll like, and then like they'll put the rest of the 6-packs like in like the 6-pack area, but if you're only selling cases, or if like they don't come in 6-packs within the case, that might be more difficult.
Yeah, different states have different alcohol laws. So like in our state, a distributor just can't sell less than case.
Wow.
I don't know why it is that way, but that's just how it is. Also, in our state, I'm not sure if it's like that everywhere. A brewery cannot legally sell their product themselves. Like, you can buy it at the distributor, but it has to go through a third party. So we have a lot of beers that are like craft niche beers that you would normally have to go to to the brewery to get, but they have to send it off to a distributor so that a third party sees it and makes sure there's nothing funky going on, and then sends it back to them. So like we have a lot of like craft beers that are small independent breweries that go through us. But also, it's kind of dumb that they gotta jump through those hoops, though.
Right, 100% agree. I really don't like that.
Yeah.
It's so aggravating. It's just like, if you brew your own beer and you're packaging it, like, why the heck do you have to send it out just to have it sent back in so that you can sell it at your establishment where you made it?
Right.
Why can't you just, like, keep some of it, and like if you want to distribute it, like send it to the distributor. I don't know. This
Right.
sounds like way too dumb to me.
My theory on it is that they probably had issues with breweries, kind of not doing things the quite the way, so they made them jump through hoop. That was their solution. I don't think it's the best solution. Maybe you should just, run checks on breweries more vigorously. I don't know.
I would 100% agree with that.
Alrighty. Next question. If you could, nope, I already asked that one. What is the weirdest and simultaneously most accurate childhood nickname you've had? That is a very specific question.
Yeah. I did not have a lot of nicknames growing up. I'm trying to think of a nickname that I had.
Like ever.
Yeah, like ever. It wasn't really until I started streaming I got nicknames. Like Seuss. The Beer Bear. This is tough. I might have to come back to that one. I need to think through it if I ever even had like a nickname.
My only nicknames were variations of my actual name.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And like none of those are interesting.
Right.
So
Oh, one time I went to I went to 14 individual schools. I switched schools
14.
a lot. So
wow.
Right. Yeah. Complicated. But so one time I was like, you know what? These people don't know me. I'm just gonna tell them my name's Roger. Everybody just thought my name was Roger. And then like one of my friends came over and called me Roger, and my family's like, what? Don't they know your name?
Oh my gosh. I love that. I actually I like to tell people random, I guess, just like straight up lies when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I have an older sister that I like to bake cookies with, and I don't have an older sister. I don't really know why. Probably like, I wish I had an older sister, then I could bake cookies with her. But like, no, I would just tell people that, or like, my cousin's visiting right now, and like, I can't like leave my house or something, and they're picking on me all the time, and it's like, no, my cousin never stayed with me for an extended period of time. Good nickname is, hey you over there. Yeah, I probably have been called that before. I don't know if I would consider that a nickname necessarily, but I have definitely been called that.
People generally refer to me like when they're like, hey, who's Paul? They're like looking for me at work for some reason. You know, like, I don't know, delivery guy or something. And they're like, oh, it's Jesus with glasses. Just always. My whole life, literally, that's how people describe me. Jesus with glasses.
Jesus with glasses. I can see the similarities. They're uncanny.
You don't even know what I look like.
Sit right next to you right now. Of course I know what you look like.
Oh. What is the weirdest beer flavor you've had?
The weirdest. Probably,
Hey, Demir!
Hello, Demi, welcome!
Thanks for the lurk. So, actually... Okay, sorry to interrupt your answer, but... Okay.
No, you're good, I gotta think about this.
Okay, so, you play Magic, right?
I play the, like, online, yes. I'm aware of it, but I don't play often, yes.
So, do you know what Demir is?
No?
Okay, so Demir is a guild on Ravnica that is basically literally just the spies and assassins and mercenaries. Like, they're the subterfuge guild, alright? So, Demir Infiltrator is a card that is basically just two words that are synonyms for spy, right?
Okay.
And I saw that Demir's a mod, and I'm like, you gave a spy power? Excuse me? Hold up. I'm like,
yes.
Wait, I like this idea. Hold on. Susan trusts Demir. I'm gonna mod Demir as a joke, and now Demir's on my stream all the time. And it's like, well, I didn't mean to like steal you.
Dimmy's great. Dimmy's great.
Yeah, I love
I don't
Demir.
even
Demir's
call
great.
him Demir. I call him Dimmy.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Wait, young Susan was basically Napoleon Dynamite. I told you, I spent the summer with my uncle in Alaska hunting wolverines. Man, that's a movie I haven't watched in a while. We should add it to the watch along list. That's a
uh,
good one.
that reminds me of a story of someone that said that their friend, uh, basically the entire time they were in high school, would always cancel on stuff. Like they'd be like, "Hey, we're going to the movies. You want to come?" And they'd be like, "Oh no, I'm spending did the day with Amanda, right?" And they were constant. They're always like bugging. I'm like, when are we gonna meet Amanda? And they're like, "Oh, she lives like out of state. You like whatever, you might never meet her." And then like after high school ended, he came out as gay, and they're like, "Hold on, who the hell's Amanda?" And he's like, "It's a man, duh." He kept up with the dad joke through all
my
of high
gosh.
school.
I'm about that. I'm about that.
I thought you'd appreciate that one.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going out with
I love
a
good
man,
dad
duh.
jokes. Duh. Duh. It's like, what do pandas usually cook with in the kitchen?
I don't know what.
A pan. Duh.
Alrighty. Right. Weirdest beer. We were doing a thing.
Weirdest beer. I want to say jalapeno. I saw someone say pickle beer. That wasn't bad, wasn't good. I've had pickle beer too. I highly recommend trying it. I agree with you on that. It's not like something I would eagerly go back for or be my usual beer to drink, but like piqued my curiosity and I want to try this, but it wasn't bad. I'd probably say jalapeno beer. That was absolutely awful. It was not good. It tasted gross, and I did not like anything about it. I did not finish it. I was like, never again. But I want to like spicy beers. I just need a good one to try.
The pickle Slim Jim is actually surprisingly tasty.
What? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I really like Slim Jims and beef jerky, and like so I notice like odd flavors every once in a while because I'm always looking. Pickle's actually surprisingly good.
Oh, I mean, I'm a big fan of pickles in general. I actually don't really like jerky or like Slim Jims too much, but like I bet they make dried pickles or something along those lines that would replicate jerky, and I would definitely be about trying that. With those flavors of beers, is the actual item fermented, like the pickle or the jalapeno, or added at the end?
I suspect that it's added at the end.
I think, yeah, my guess would be they probably just add pickle juice during the fermentation. The jalapeno, though, they might have added it like during the boiling process, like right at the end of the boil. That wouldn't surprise me. Some like fruits and teas and stuff, some beers do that. Like I made a cranberry ale once, and I put like fresh cranberries in the like last 10 minutes of the beer boil. It was pretty good. Got all the flavor that I needed, and I didn't have to add any like juice extract, so I was quite pleased with that.
Couldn't you categorically not ferment a pickle? You could probably ferment a cucumber, but a pickle is vinegar. You can't ferment vinegar, right? I feel like a pickle, I don't think you could ferment a pickle.
This is like a question I never really thought about before. I mean, if it's just the juice, I guess you're basically adding it during the fermentation process just for flavor, and like the yeast actually won't turn it into alcohol. It's literally just there to add flavor components.
Right.
Wait, pickle, vinegar, and alcohol. It's good. Don't knock it till you try it when you're old enough. It sounds interesting. Yeah, try new things. Be daring. Be brave. Try new things, and then you can say, "Oh, I hated that," and you have a solid opinion on it because you tried it.
You know, Felgarth, I was thinking about that. I was like, is pickling a different, like, is that just kind of fermentation anyway? I was thinking that.
I think so. I think you just use like pickling salts instead of like yeast. If I'm understanding that correctly, I could look it up real quick. I wouldn't call this pickling, but I make my own kimchi, and I'm sure it's like a similar process. Pickling, is it fermentation? Are pickles fermented? Quick pickles are not fermented, but lacto-fermented pickles are fermented. Wait. Difference between pickling and fermenting. Both pickling and fermenting produce different results. These are some areas of overlap that can easily spark some confusion. I just want to know, like, the straight up, what's the difference?
Right.
Pickling is a method of food preservation that works by immersing foods in an acidic solution like vinegar that changes both the taste and texture of food. While fermentation, on the other hand, doesn't require an added acidic liquid or heat and can be accomplished with as little as a container and salt, although more typically goes into it. It's one of the oldest and most basic means of preserving food. Okay, there you go. But pickling, you need vinegar.
How do you make vinegar, though? Isn't vinegar spoiled vegetables?
I don't think so. I think it's like an acidic liquid that you can use to just like preserve foods with.
Yeah, but I mean, how do they make it? No, like, definitely. I know that vinegar is made of, like, vegetables, but, like, how? Whatever. I got more research to do tonight.
I'm guessing, like, salts and acid would be my guess. So you just, like, buy certain salts and certain acids, but I don't know specifically how is vinegar made.
Okay, research now.
Vinegar is made by fermenting alcohol with acetic acid bacteria.
Wait.
There you go.
Hold on. So the fermentation happens before the pickle.
It's a fermented beverage that causes pickling to occur. So pre-fermented pickles is what we'll go with here.
Alrighty.
I'm glad we got kimchi lovers. Hell yeah!
We linked it together. We found the link, guys. We found it. We did it.
When vinegar was first discovered, it was made from spoiled wine. So you weren't too far off.
Alrighty.
It's made from wine.
I'm getting the feeling that Ben Games is a don't tell me what I can't do.
Ben is their own person.
It's twice now Ben has been like, oh, I can't do that? Watch me. So
watch me. Watch me.
Vinegar was first. Oh, the name is French for soured wine. Vin Eiger. I can't pronounce French. But all right, that's pretty cool.
I like to pretend that I can pronounce French words if I just like put a little finesse on the words, but I don't speak French either.
I don't know what letters do in French. They're confusing.
They have a lot of accents over vowels. That's all I know.
And it's like, you don't pronounce a lot of the letters. They just determine how you pronounce the vowels. Like, you don't pronounce all the consonants. The consonants are just there to tell you how to pronounce the vowel. And it's like,
yes.
How do I know whether I'm supposed to pronounce it or not?
How do I know?
Would you join a small corporation, CyberLive / Phase Connect, given the chance?
Potentially. I don't know a lot of smaller streaming / VTube specific companies. I'm only really aware of like Hololive, V Shoujo Niji Sanji. I have heard of Cyberlive before. I feel like there's another one I've heard of that I'm kind of blanking on. Oh, Yokomeshi, I've heard of that one because my VTuber friend Val is in it. But otherwise, kind of drawing a blank. I kind of like being an independent streamer. I would be worried that like there might be certain specifications that would be put on me from the company, especially because like one of the big things I like to talk about and do is like talk about beer and drink beer, and like that could very much be frowned upon because people could think it is rambunctious or like out of control, or like she just wants to get drunk all the time, which is like not my thing. Like it happens occasionally, but like it's not like a consistent thing that I do. As like really have an appreciation for beer and like to make beer and talk about beer. And a lot of people, some of the people I've talked to are under the impression that if you drink alcohol, you're obviously drinking it to get drunk, and there's no other reason why you would drink it. And it's like that is definitely not the case at all. So maybe if I found a good fit for me in a small company and could like sit down and talk with whoever is like running it and like make sure we saw eye to eye on things. But for now, I'm pretty happy like with what I'm doing as an independent.
Luckily, American streamer corporations are starting to be kind of model themselves after V Shoujo. So because
Nice.
V Shoujo is so successful, and that's because they don't constrict their creators. When Iron Mouse joined V Shoujo, she's like, so everybody's worried about like what's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. They're basically just like, don't be a dickhead, and we're here to help you pool resources. That's it.
and that's what I think
You
companies
do you.
need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because they're doing well. People like them because of who they are. Changing who they are is not going to accomplish anything.
I 100% agree with you.
How do you feel about joining a team?
I'm not against it. Like a team as in different than like a small
Yeah, a Twitch
corporation.
team. So instead of having like a management corporate structure, it's literally just streamers that have basically lumped themselves together. It's just a Twitch thing. Like you on Twitch, as long as you're a partner, you can start a Twitch team, and then you just group yourselves together, and then like you make promise. You decide what it means, which is great. Like you're like, all right, so how do you guys feel about like saying we're gonna do collabs once a month? And so you'd be like, I don't know if I'm down for that. You know what I mean? And that's pretty cool. But then also you kind of the downside of it is you're also like connecting your brand to people that you don't necessarily know you can trust to not like do shit you wouldn't agree with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like wouldn't be against that. I'd probably overthink it and want like a common ground to be part of the team, like being the beer bear, like, oh, we can all do like collabs together and like that will involve having a drink together. Or I don't know, I think I'm overthinking this already. I wouldn't be against it, but I probably I just probably would want to like have some common ground with like my teammates, either something in common, because it's difficult to meet new people and then like immediately, well, for me personally, it's very difficult to meet people immediately and then just be like, hey, you want to collab together, even though like I don't know you very well and I don't know if we have anything in common, or if it's just gonna be like kind of awkward and like we might have conflicting views on things the whole time. I'm a very like organized person, and I like to try to have a general idea of what I'm getting myself into before committing to anything. We're going to be very hands-off. Just do your own thing. One little note. Replace the beer with soda. Never!
I know.
Never! I refuse.
Carl Smallwood, I mean, I haven't watched him in a few months, but as far as I know, has never taken a sponsorship, and it's because they always contact him, and they're like, could you maybe lay off of the cussing? And he's like, go fuck yourself. And they're like, hey, could you stop, like, taking, like, 7 shots on a YouTube video? And he's like, nope. Bye.
Gotta be true to your identity, you know?
Absolutely. Why would you approach someone that is like partially built their entire brand on not filtering their mouth and like getting shit faced on stream and tell them to tone it down?
It's because they see an opportunity. They see an opportunity of someone who's got a following, and they want to grab it, and they're like, maybe we could change this person and offer them something more. And then the person is smart enough to be like, oh, I actually think I'm doing quite fine myself. Thank you very much. Like, I don't want to change who I am just because like you're trying to offer me something more. Like, go fuck yourself.
Would you join a large corp? Really? Back to back. Would you join a large corporation? I think we covered this one pretty well.
Yeah, like, kind of going back to my last answer, like, maybe it would be a really good way. It depends on the large company. I wouldn't want to, like, have to rebrand myself or anything. Like, I'm really comfortable with what I got. And, I mean, like you just said, VShojo is really well known because they kind of let their streamers do what they want, and they just, like, support them and give them, like, good networking habits, and it's, like, help promote them. So that doesn't seem terrible. So, yeah, I mean, potentially.
Hell, VShojo hosts literally, like, well, I mean, not specifically. It started as a VShojo collab, but Project Melody specifically, like, she literally hosts a podcast where she talks about sex stuff and is, like, informing people about sex stuff and is openly talking about sexual topics. And, like, before VShojo happened, any VTubing corporation would have, like, considered firing someone if they suggested that. You know what I mean? And VShojo just doesn't even care. Like, you do you.
Sex is a thing. People have it. Cool. Way to inform the community that it is a thing, and you can also do that. Like, wow, why you gotta put censorship on literally everything? Yeah, just be yourself. You do you.
Absolutely. I would never, like, literally, if HoloLive came to me tomorrow and was like, we want to hire you, I'd turn them down because they basically wipe your identity. I'm not down for that. I'll struggle it on my own. I'll go rough on my own. I'm not starting over and, like, forsaking my community that I've built, you know?
Right. And I think that's, like, a really good point to make, where it's like some people would do that because a lot of people just do this because they do want to make it big and they want to be part of a large corporation because they probably make enough money where they can make a living off of it, you know? And, like, some people are absolutely, you know, trying to do that and just trying to make ends meet VTubing. So I guess, like, if that's what you're trying to do, like, solely, like, for money and fame, cool, go for it. But, like, that was never why I got into this. So it doesn't really apply to me.
And anybody that's taking it from that perspective, like, yes, it's possible you could do well, but if you look at all the most successful content creators, almost all of them were doing it for the love of it. And that authenticity, that people knew that they were there because they cared, that is what made people fall in love with them.
It's you want to make good content, you want to hang out with the people you care about, and you try to build a really nice community of really awesome people, and people genuinely, you know, like, feel welcomed and want to be a part of that. So, yeah.
I'm not gonna
totally
lie.
Get that.
For quite a while, I was literally doing this because I was trying to become successful. because
Mm-hmm.
I hate my job. I like not the job itself is amazing. I am not
Mm-hmm.
the problem is with my issues. I'm not a good fit for 9 to 5s. Um,
That's fair.
but letting go of that, all of a sudden it became about the fact that it's good for my mental health and it makes me happy. And that's where we're
Yeah,
at now. And let me tell you, it's a lot better experience when you're just here trying to have a good time.
I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Can't push something you dislike doing because most people are not going to make it big doing this because there's so many
Mm-hmm.
people doing this.
You know the number of never mind. Sorry, bad topic.
You could be Suise and bust into Hololive with her existing persona. Well, she is a rare gem, let's be honest, because she also made her own avatar, I believe. And they just like, yeah, you can keep that. That looks good. Mm-hmm. That is pretty rare, though. I think she's literally the only one who did that.
I didn't realize somebody did that. That's awesome. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, she's great. She's got a great singing voice. She's really, really good at Tetris. And her model is so freaking cute. And I'm
Hell yeah.
like 90% sure. I want to say she created the art as well as rigged it, but she might have just like created the concept and they just like spiffed it up a bit, you know?
What's your favorite model? This is coming from me. Not it's not a community question.
My favorite model, like from Hololive
No,
or V
from
Shoujo or in
VTuber. Like, what's your favorite VTuber model?
My favorite VTuber model. It's a really good question. Hold on, I'll look up
The name.
some. Yeah. Da, da, da. Okay, do you know? Okay, someone will know this. Do you know Coco?
Yeah.
From Hololive, and she like moved on and started doing her own
Yeah.
thing and got a new model.
You're talking about Kason?
Kason! I love
Kason's
Kason.
model is awesome. I love Kason. Kason's great. Oh my god, when I found out that Coco is Kason, it broke my head. I was like, no. No way. Oh my god. That's amazing.
I know, right? It's just like
Oh.
so well done. I just like love all the cool aspects about it, like the squatting pose, the sword. She can like put the jacket on and off. It's so good. Thank you.
I love how much Coco did for the VTubing community too. She made so much progress. She's like a big part of the reason why we have VTubers, honestly. Like
Yeah,
here in the
right.
States.
Or at least like bridge that gap between like VTubing as a big thing in Japan and like kind of allowed a more English-based audience to be a part of that because she do a lot of her streams in Japanese and like sprinkle some English in there, you know? Yeah, Kason is Coco.
Yeah, Kayson's
Spoiler
Coco.
alert!
Also, another thing I fucking love is, do you know who Demon Dice is?
Demon Dice. The name sounds familiar to me, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait.
Demon Dice is
think-
Callie, but you don't know who Demon Dice is. Demon Dice is a musician.
Oh, man. Okay, straight up. I've tried so long to avoid. I know her face is out there. I've tried really, really hard to avoid seeing it. But I just Googled. Now I know the face behind Callie.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It was bound to happen eventually, so I'm glad it happened to her, and not just like listen. I was like, I like her music quite a bit. I think it's like pretty good to listen to whenever you're trying to get hyped up on things, and I could definitely see myself like eventually falling into a rabbit hole, and then like it reveal like her other persona revealing itself to me on Google and being like, no.
Oh, maybe I should get off this topic because I was gonna talk about more people that I was really excited when I found out who they were.
No, it's fine. You can go for it for sure. I mean, like, I just won't Google. I just won't Google their real names. Callie even had a dice roll sound at the end of her first track. Oh, I never picked up on that. Oh my gosh. Damn, that's really cool. Oh, you have a special edition shirt from her? That's awesome. I'm really jealous about
Hell
that.
yeah. Booby is Sea Dog VA. No way. I never.
Oh, wow.
Guessed.
I never would have guessed. I think maybe that's why I'm okay with it, because I'm really into like trash taste, and I know Connor does
Oh my god.
VTubing, so I'm like, oh, well,
Hmm.
I knew him before he was a VTuber kind of thing, so like obviously I know the person behind the
Well, now-
model.
I got something that I know you'll know. Do you know
Yeah.
who Hajime is?
Hajime?
Yeah.
Hajime? Yeah, I believe so.
Do you know who Hajime really is?
No.
Sid Snap. Sydney.
Oh
friend.
no, I did know that. I
Okay.
did know that. I watched the whole. I don't know if it's still up on her YouTube, but she did like this whole thing. I think it was for Hololive. She like posted the video that she sent them, and she's like, "Hey, this is free content." Like she had the model made and everything, and she's like, "Yeah, free content here. Look at this." And it was just like her current model. She does it so much better. So much better.
Yeah.
Hajime?
I know a few others that are not supposed to be public. It's like I want to talk about them all the time, but I'm like, I shouldn't. Did you know Corpse is Corpse husband?
Wait, what?
No,
What?
it was a joke. Corpse,
Oh, gotcha.
the rapper, is Corpse husband, the YouTuber. I love Corpse. Corpse is amazing.
Going back to favorite models, Juniper has always been a really good model, and her most recent one is insane. I haven't seen the new Juniper model. Should check that out.
My
I'm trying to
favorite
think-
model is Shy Lily.
Shy Lily's so good too. Hers
Her
is so
model
cute.
so good. When
Right?
she chews, her cheeks puff. How does it know she's chewing? Like,
She's got
her
amazing
model is
face
so
tracking.
Good.
Great model plus great face tracking equals Shy Lily for sure. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think like other models that I've really liked, other than Kason. There's a lot. There are a lot. I'm just kind of drawn blank. I really like Salty Dios a lot. She was like, she's also on Twitch. She's an artist. I like watching her art streams a lot, but hers really good. She just rebranded though. She used to be a bee queen, and now she is Cute Sheep. Both models are great, and I don't think she designed either of them actually,
Oh,
but I like hers a lot for sure.
every person that Susan mentions today will be linked in the description below. That's for the YouTube video.
Ah,
So at some point, I'm going to hit you
Yay.
up and make sure I got all the right people.
sweet. Sweet. Wah, 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 wah.
And even though... Oh, wait, no, you are the one that mentioned Cat first. I'm still going to link Cat. Cat's
Double link,
freaking
double
awesome.
link.
We love Cat here. I raid Cat a lot. I would raid you,
Yeah.
but you're like always offline when I in stream.
Yeah, I usually stream a bit earlier than you do, I believe.
Yeah, it's because the reason I found you, you were the first VTuber I ever watched on Twitch.
What?
Yeah, okay, look. Okay, so, literally, I was into Doki Doki really hard, right? And I saw, I was watching Doki Doki collabs. I, was watching collabs where, a different person voices each character, you know? And I saw the V Shoujo one, and I'm like, what are these? What are these anime girls? What is happening? Oh my god, what is this? I need this. I need more of this. What? And I'm like, so I started watching VTuber videos, and I'm like, but like I want to like be there, you know? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna download Twitch, and I downloaded Twitch, searched VTuber, and you're the first person I saw, and you're the reason I like kept watching VTubers and got into the culture and everything. Like, you're the reason I watch Twitch.
I've just not had as much free time as I would like to put into, but like I'm hoping things will calm down so I can like get back to where I was, where it's like 3 to 4 streams a week, like fun little videos, and trying to figure out how to like make my first like brewing a beer. I've talked about this a lot. I just like don't know how to execute it properly, but it's gonna happen. That was like a big goal of mine this year.
So that's really exciting.
Yeah, I really want to do just like, hey, do you want to get into homebrewing? Here's like the easiest, cheapest way to do it to see if you even like it, and then just like put that onto YouTube and hopefully just keep making more of those and get better. Like edited versions of my streams and fun, dumb little voiceover videos. And now I got a TikTok because I was told I should get a TikTok, so I did it, and I post my TikToks on there too. So, but thanks everyone. You're also nice. Thank you.
Everybody better be subscribed to Susan, or I feel like I'd have the same problem that Iron Mouse has, where they're like, you can't keep calling yourself a small streamer, and she's like, I'm just small streamer doing this for fun, and they're like, you do realize there's literally like over 6 million people that are smaller than you, right?
Hey, let her keep the dream up.
I feel like I'd still be like, no, I'm nobody. I'm just some guy. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I'm just doing this for fun. I just like chatting with everybody and like trying to play video games that I missed out on growing up. Like, let me just do my thing, and I just want to talk about beer all the time. Let me just talk about beer all the time.
I'm here.
We're just hanging out. What's that?
I'm here to make friends.
I'm here to make friends. Exactly. I mean, I think like most people get into this either for one of 3 reasons, or a combination of the 3. They just like, one, they really love it. They try it, they really love it, and they get a lot of enjoyment out of it, so they keep doing it. Mm-hmm. 2, for richness and fame, so like money and just being popular, or because they want to make friends. And like I said, I think that's generally the 3 categories you can break it down into. And maybe you start out because you're like, I want to be rich and famous, and then you realize like, oh, it's really not that easy to do that immediately. But you realize like, wow, this is really fun. Who cares about that? Mm-hmm. And then you just keep doing it because you really love it. I'm a firm believer is like, shouldn't do this unless you really love it, because you put a lot of effort into your content and a lot of time, and like you could be doing other things that you actually do enjoy if you don't like doing this. So do those things.
It is a lot of work that you are doing on top of your actual responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't your career. You have an actual life. This needs to be a hobby. You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna work all day and then come home and then work all day.
You drive yourself crazy if you do that.
Absolutely.
Crazy. You need free time. You need to chill out and find something relaxing that makes you happy. And if that's not streaming, you need to take care of your mental health, people. Take care of your mental health.
Mental health is awesome.
Yeah.
Any hints / news about the new outfit?
It's really cute. It's really good. Oh, yeah, remember I did the charity stream, and the big charity thing that we raised money for that I said I would do is get a new outfit.
You reached a goal?
We reached the goal.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to my papas who created me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, this is what I'm thinking, and I got to see pictures, and it's pretty cute.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It's an outfit. I'm trying to think of like something to give the people who showed up, just as like, here, don't tell anybody, but like if you heard it here, then you know. I have, let's see. Let's say this. I got a new animation, which will be a lot of fun, and I have a new hairstyle.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And it's still the same Susan that we all love.
Do you do the thing that I do whenever I get a new bottle and I just sit there entranced staring at it while it's tracking me for like
So I
an
yes.
hour? I just
Yes.
can't stop watching and marveling at how amazing it is that this thing is like me.
when I got reached out to and was like, I assumed this was going to take a while because the people who make my model, it's like a small company and there's multiple artists and multiple riggers who are part of it. So they kind of like ask you what kind of theme you want for your model, and I was like, I want to be cute anime girl, I want to be panda girl because I'm a panda girl, and yep, here you go. And they rolled with it. And when I reached out to them about the new outfit, they're like, oh, well, we're going to have to put you in a queue. Like, you're going to have to wait a while. And, like, you can send us, like, the Google Doc of, like, what you're looking for. And once it's your turn, like, we can tell you it's your turn and that they're going to start working on it. So I was like, okay, it's probably going to take, like, six to, like, 10 months. Because, you know, like, other people also want models. Gotta work on them. And probably like a month and a half after reaching out to them, I got like a like, hey, Susan, like a little poke online from the company, and they're like, what do you think? And I saw pictures and I was like, I thought I was gonna have to wait another couple months, and they're like, no, we got you. No. My papa who makes the art, his name is Kana, and they're like, Kana just like does such amazing work and just like really rolled with this. So I literally just like couldn't stop looking at it, and I was like squeeing on like ridiculously. I probably scared my cats a lot, but
Oh my god. Yes.
It was great.
I'm so excited for you.
Thanks. I am too. I'm really excited to like show it off to everyone. So I'm trying to think of fun, cool things to do for that stream, and just like I keep getting really hyped for it. But yeah, that's what I'm giving you. Thank you for the question. It is happening. I think people think too much time has passed. She forgot about it. It's like no. I immediately like did the thing, and I got my request put in, and like it is happening. We just gotta wait for the rigging.
Oh yeah, people have no idea how long this stuff takes. Like like somebody will come out with a VTuber model and it'll be similar to something else that happened recently, and they're like, oh, she's just trying to piggyback it. It's like, no, this sketch was drawn up 6 months ago. They ain't copying nothing.
Yeah, right. It's like, here's what I'm looking for, and like they just are like, cool, I can roll with this. But there are companies that do VTuber models. I've been looking on Etsy and Fiverr. So I
was thinking the same thing. I had no idea.
Yeah, so like I didn't know about this either. I actually found out about this because I watch technically he's like my VTuber brother. His name is Zograd. He's like a cute dapper doggo, and super nice, really chatty, and I chat with him a lot, and then I was like, hey, this was back when I was still using Vroid, and I was looking at potentially getting a 2D model, And I was like, I really love your model. I think it's so good. The rigging's like real on point. And he's like, oh, well, here you go. Like, this is the small like company that like I don't even know if they really have a name. VTuber's Journey, I believe. They call themselves VTuber's Journey. I found them through, I had to reach out to them through Instagram. So there is like a LzySusan account with like absolutely nothing on it. And it's just basically so I can talk to them through messages. But Nikhil, who kind of is like the front person of this company, was the one who I talked to. And then, like I said, they get like your input on like what kind of model you're looking for, your price range, and then they like reach out to like an appropriate artist and like match you up with them, and they kind of go from there. But I really love them. They've made tons of awesome people. I met a lot of really amazing people just through like finding them and getting my model through them. And yeah, I'm sure there's other companies out there. It's just a matter of like for me talking to other VTubers and like seeing what they did.
All of this is going to be linked in the description below. Next question.
Nick-chan!
Any hints about the new... What? Two different people asked the same question. people really want to know about your outfit.
I guess so. Yeah, wait. I don't like to give... I like things to be a surprise, you know? Even when I got my 2D model, like, I didn't like hype it up or anything. I literally got it, and then like a week before I was ready to stream with it, I was like, hey, this thing is happening! And everyone was like, what? I didn't even know you were looking for one. I was like, yeah, gotcha, cool. But yeah, join the stream when it happens. I promise it'll be fun and not scuffed. I lost power because it was storming that day. It was scuffed, but I had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I was there for the debut of your current model. I had no idea it was happening. I just like popped onto your Twitch and you were just showing off your thighs, and I'm like, what is happening?
Thigh City, baby.
Susan, do you have any Wait, did I ask this one or did I just read it? Susan, do you have any upcoming special events?
Well, new outfit reveal when that happens. Other than that, I've been putting a lot of thought into Anime Club. That's kind of been like my newest thing that I've been having a lot of time. That has been the newest thing that I've been rolling with and have been having a lot of fun with. So I'm kind of putting, like, it's slowly getting better and better, and I'm working with another VTuber named Valraven, and we kind of like bounce ideas off of each other, and we're trying to have like special redeems and have it be its own thing. So like that people who are enjoying the new season or want to talk about anime can come to that. So that's kind of been like a big focus of mine recently. As far as streams, nothing huge. A lot of my big streams are like later in the year, like Oktoberfest, my birthday, and then like my anniversary streams. Those are all like from October to December, so it's all stacked in the back end. But I just have been having a lot of fun with collabs recently, honestly. It's really great to be able to go on other people's channels and chat with them or play games with them. It's just been like really, really fantastic. Get a lot of fun. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and it's a really nice way to like meet really cool people who you generally have things in common with, which is great. Yes, thighs. What is stream without scuff? Exactly.
I love collabs. I love just hanging out with other streamers. Actually, I have a so the place that I stream, the reason we're not in a voice channel is because the thing that I stream from, the broadcast studio, is open to all people that I have assigned the role Craig in the Discord server.
Nice.
And it's all people that I trust and am comfortable with enough, and they can just literally jump in at any time without any notice or anything and just be on my stream now.
I really like that. I feel like as a streamer, I'm a little too uptight at
Mm,
times.
no, no, no,
When
no, no,
I
no.
no
Professional.
okay,
Professional.
professional. I but like recently I've been on a couple streams like this one talked to like Whiskey Project quite a bit, and she's very like go with the flow as well, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to be more like that where it's like, hey, you want to like jump in and like start chatting. But a lot of the games I play are like solo games,
Hmm.
but that's not a bad idea, just like have just chatting streams where it's
Hmm.
like if you want to pop in and just like shoot the shit or like watch YouTube videos. Um, Always down to do that. Like media share is always fun. Just like have people in the community send in like dumb YouTube videos that we get to watch together, and that could also be super fun with just like having people join whenever they're able to, you know?
Yeah. To be clear, like I don't think this is the better way. I think the best thing, what I would actually want if I could get it, if I could get what I wanted, was to be able to schedule collabs constantly. But I got so tired of putting so much work into scheduling collabs and then them never actually happening. And I'm just
Hmm.
like, you know what? You come when you can come. You know?
That's fair, yeah. I like most of the collabs I set up, I I literally asked them like a month before. Like some people are way more flexible than others, and usually my collabs on my channel are like one-on-one, but generally like how I do it is I'll reach out to the person or like they have reached out to me and like, "Ah, we should do a collab sometime." I'll be like, "Cool. Just tell me like when your available days are for this next month." And most people have like, I'm like free on weekends. I'm like, cool. Are you free this weekend? Because I
Mm-hmm.
am. And like, I just have to plan it weeks in advance. But like, that's generally how I set things up. So it doesn't work for everyone. I don't know if like you still had trouble with it when you were doing that, but generally the approach I take.
I have the problem where I tend to make friends with flakes. It's just like the kind of
Ah.
people that like I'm drawn to. So I'll be like, "Hey, when are you open?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm open all day Saturday." And I'm like, I asked the other person. I'm like doing a 3-person collab. I'm like, "Okay, when are you open?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm open all day Saturday." I'm like, "Cool. Do you have a preferred time?" They're like, "Oh, no, anytime's cool." I'm like, "All right, how about like 6 p.m.?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's cool." And then I go to the other person and I'm like, "All right, we're thinking 6 p.m." And they're like, "Oh, I can't do it that late." It's like, cool. Could you have like started with that? And then
Yeah.
it's just like a game of telephone, and then nothing ever works out. Uh,
It's tough. I commend you on trying to have multiple people on for a collab. Like
yeah,
super super admirable.
I'm greedy.
Well, I you've definitely found a way that works for you now. Just like
Absolutely.
come and go as you please.
And this
Join
interview
us.
thing, it's like
Hmm.
something that feels special and personal enough that people actually put in the effort to make it work, you know?
Yeah, definitely,
Whereas like
definitely.
the other ones, it's like people didn't people didn't like it wasn't important in their mind, you know?
Hmm. Get that, I get that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I lost the questions. Oh no. Where'd the
Oh
questions go?
no.
Oh no.
Gone forever. Poof.
Okay.
Farewell questions.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
One horse-sized duck.
Only weapon allowed would be a club and your bare hands, and no one outside and no outside help. You'd be in an arena, gladiator style.
Horse-sized duck.
Mm-hmm. Horse-sized duck.
Easy. We salute the questions.
What is your
Are-
favorite Eevee evolutions?
Aww. No. So there this has happened. This happened a while ago in
Hmm.
my stream where for the longest time, Vaporeon was my favorite Pokemon, period. And then someone was like, Susan, here's like an excerpt on like why Vaporeon is the most adequate Pokemon at having sex with. So
Oh no.
as soon as they were sexualized, I was like, well, now I'm kind of upset forever, and now I feel like I cannot have Vaporeon as my favorite Pokemon because now all I'm gonna think about is this compute like this Google Doc thing that someone wrote up about like way over sexualizing Vaporeon, and it's probably Vaporeon still. Just because I like water type Pokemon and I think Vaporeon's really cute, but like also has kind of been destroyed for me. I also really like Flareon. I think Flareon's super cute. And Leafeon's good too. Leafeon's super unique looking. Flareon, yeah! Flareon's so good.
So
You know that Vaporeon is the best? Yeah.
yeah. I definitely sympathize with that, but I had to learn to deal with that a long time ago because I'm a fan of My Little Pony.
Oh, that's fair.
And, well, you can't not see shit if you're on the internet, if you're a fan of My Little Pony.
For some way, I've been really, really good at keeping blinders on and avoiding most things.
Good.
Some people have seen the green text. Glaceon with the bangs, yes. Glaceon with the bangs is pretty good.
Vaporeon's also my favorite.
Get me! It's okay, Timmy. It's okay. Sometimes you just need to know what you don't. It's fine. That's also how I learned about Rainbow Dash in the glass. So this is back when I had tell me a meme redeem.
Oh no.
The jar, not the chum bucket. Not the chum bucket. I just found out recently. What were we watching? Oh, I think it was Black Lagoon. Most of the voice actresses who voiced characters in Black Lagoon for the dub also did voice acting in My Little Pony.
No.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
It was like surprisingly a lot. Like Bella Laika, I believe Revi. Is her name Edna? The nun. Like all of them had a role or a few roles in My Little Pony. It was crazy.
I have made a note. I now know what the next show I'm watching is.
Black Lagoon is fierce. It's just like strong women shooting guns. And have you heard of it before?
I've heard the name, but I have no idea about it.
It's like definitely action packed. Not like My Little Pony at all. It's just like real like adventurous. They're like hit people, and like they're going around like fighting. It's really, really good. I super enjoyed it. We just had a full watch along over the past 2 weeks of it in my Discord, and I'm just like super happy I got to finally watch it. But yeah, would highly recommend. Might not be your cup of tea. It's not like My Little Pony at all, but it's definitely worth the watch for the voice acting.
No, I also love violence. No, actually,
oh, nice.
I'm super into martial arts, so like I appreciate action too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Eda? Yeah, that sounds right. The nun. Mm-hmm.
What got you into nursing? Ooh, that's a good question.
I didn't know what else I wanted to go to school for, and I knew I would have a job out once I graduated. Like and then I was like, I really want to help people, but what can I do to help people? And like, I thought about being a nutritionist, like a dietitian, and I've had a lot of interaction with nurses in my life because I have a chronic illness. So I wanted to kind of give back, I guess, to the community and be like, well, I know like how I felt whenever I was really, really sick and like really scared because I was like constantly in the hospital. When like a really nice nurse would just like tell me it was gonna be okay and like held my hand and just like took care of me. I was like, I wonder if I could do that for someone, just like have that small impact on their life. So it was like, I guess, a mix of a lot of things. So like wanting to help people and have a positive impact and just like also know that I would probably always have a job.
Well, let me
So,
tell you, it suits you so well. Like
oh, thank
you
you.
give off some serious nurse vibes. Like legit, like we when we did the collab, like you kept us in line so hard because you're like, "Okay, here's what we need to do." And we just all immediately would drop whatever we were thinking about and just be like, "Yep, okay, this is what we're doing now." Like you have such strong nurse vibes. Like
Well,
everybody's
thank you. Thank you, thank you.
like you're super freaking wholesome and nice, and then like
Aw.
everybody just instinctively is just like, yes, whatever you say.
Aw, thank you. I've had a lot of practice of talking to really sick people and trying to make them take their minds off of bad situations. So I don't know. This is nice because nothing bad happens. We're literally in the internet and playing video games and just chatting, having a good time together.
It's a wonderful skill to have as a content creator because people come to get away from what's going on in their life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to just like chill them out, make them
Aw.
feel like everything's all right.
I always tell people I pride myself in being background noise, so I'm going with
Oh
it.
yeah, oh my god, one of my favorite things is when people tell me like, "Oh, I love your voice. I like fall asleep listening to your stream," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, that's amazing."
Did you ever, whenever you first started streaming, did you also go through the, mm, what's the word I'm looking for? The hurdle? How to overcome the hurdle of getting used to hearing yourself talk?
Oh, there's a simple solution for me. I don't. I have it set up so that I never hear my voice because I can't talk while I'm hearing myself. I'm incapable of finishing a sentence. It like
Oh.
it like scrambles my brain if I can hear myself.
I
So
guess for me,
you hear your microphone?
no, no, no. It's like when I edit my videos,
Mm-hmm.
like I have to hear myself talking. Um, so when I edit, I guess like because I started editing my videos, I was like, oh man, I hate how I sound. This is awful. I sound so different in my head, as most people do. And I just like had a really, really hard time getting over it. And now I've just kind of like learned to accept it and like, well, this is fine. Not everyone thinks my voice is as annoying as I do. So I'm just going to roll with it.
Everyone thinks their voice is annoying. You have a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful voice.
Oh,
So
thanks, Tristy.
So, it's because the voice that you hear in your head is coming through a solid. So it has more richness. It has more depth to it. So when you hear your voice not through your own head, it sounds fake and like I'm blanking on the word, but like it feels it sounds like a. Okay, moving on. I don't think I'm gonna find the word. But yeah,
Totally
no.
fine. Thank you.
Actually, luckily, no. I've been trying to create content for like 10 years. This is just the first time that anybody actually like watched it. But no, I did a podcast before this, so I got used to that. When I started the podcast, I like made my voice super bass when I was doing the podcast because I was like insecure about my voice, and I kind of got over that by the end of the podcast. So when I started streaming, I was already comfortable with the way I sounded.
Nice. I'm jealous. I wish I had that comfort level too. but you learn, you know, you grow. You grow.
Absolutely. No, and people telling me that they love my voice and it helps them fall asleep. It like really helps a lot.
And rarity. Wait, so I compared VAs of MLP and Black Lagoon. One person who's in both shows, Tabitha St. Germain. She voices Roberta and Black Lagoon and Rarity and MLP. Whoever Revi's voice actress is, she voiced Gilda, I believe. The Griffin, right? And then who did Balalaika? Balalaika had a couple voice actors. I think a few MLP voice roles.
Has Susan heard? Oh, right. They kind of like named the me with a voice changer, Draspy with a 3. No, Susan hasn't heard me with a voice changer. Also, I think I'm done. I haven't really talked about that on stream yet, but I think I'm done with the voice changer. But this is not the place to go off on a tangent about that. We're doing an interview.
Also, Patricia Drake, who voiced Balalaika, also voiced Twilight Velvet, Miss Peachbottom, Cruise Pony 2, and Ygritte in My Little Pony.
Awesome.
There's a few. There's a few.
Cool. I hate hearing my voice with a delay. I work in a call center, and sometimes callers put me on speaker. I hear myself with a half-second delay. That's annoying. Oh. Ooh, I never even considered that. I should probably stop answering voice calls on speaker. Because I know when I'm hearing my voice with a delay, I'm like, I cannot complete a sentence. So I never even thought about the fact that I could be doing that to people. I'm only now getting comfortable with my voice. Maybe it's the fact that I'm getting into VTubers, and that's what I'm aspiring to become. Hell yeah, everyone should be comfortable with their voice, but it is hard.
Agreed.
Next question. Other than beer, what is your favorite beverage?
Tea.
Good choice.
Yeah, super nice.
Susan, how do you manage to maintain such low energy levels? What a question!
I do not know how to respond to this.
What a loaded question! What is that? Wow.
I guess if no one's dying, there's nothing to get real hyped up about. This is why I watch anime and play video games. A lot of action and things happen.
How do you maintain low energy levels?
That's so good. Oh my gosh.
P.S. You are consistently entertaining and fun to watch. Please keep it up.
Aw, thank you. Thank you, Anonymous. So kind, so kind.
Oh yeah, that emote. I use that emote all the time. The dead.
Dead.
I love that one.
I use that one a lot too. I'm just like, ah.
I mean, I often have a lot of emotes because people gift me a lot of Twitch subscriptions. I'm not sure why I get so many gifted subscriptions, but I usually have like 10, 15 gifted subscriptions running. Anyway, but yeah, I have a lot of emotes, and there's basically nothing that can, there's never any other emote that can, like, evoke the same emotion as the dead emote does.
Dead.
It's
dead.
Very good emote.
Dead. I agree. It's a feel. It's a feel, for sure.
What is the origin of marshmallow? You do understand you weren't asking the questions to the website, right? You're asking questions to Susan.
I didn't elaborate too much. I just assumed most people knew what marshmallow was. It's just a site where, like, if you want to do a Q&A, but like people don't want to put their name on the question, you can ask the person who created the marshmallow questions without having to put your name out there, so it's all anonymous. That's all. I know, like, I want to say Hololive uses it. I've seen a lot of other VTubers uses it. Bishoujo.
The reason I haven't used it before is because it's Japanese, and very hard to find. Susan gave me a link, so that's why we're using Marshmallow, and I'm happy with it, although my phone failing to translate the website every other time I load a page is a little frustrating.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I was confused by the kanji. I was wondering about that. I was like, what if like we don't get any questions because people are like, this is Japanese. I don't know what to do. You know?
Figured it out. Good job, everyone.
Oh, we passing kittens around in here?
Kittens. Meow meows. Cute, cute.
Next question. Let's speak hypothetically. If you could go on a dream panda date, what sort of activities would you do? Eat bamboo?
Eat bamboo. Definitely have beer. Maybe roll around in the sunshine. I don't know. I like the idea of just like getting some grub and having a beer. That's really nice way to get to know a person, I guess. I'm pretty simple. Beer and food. That's all I need.
The best sub is okay, what? The best sub is waking up to a gifted sub that you apparently raided into, but you don't remember the raid because you were asleep. What? How? How are you
Mod
raiding
power.
people while asleep? Mods? Oh, so you gave someone editor status. You fell asleep on stream and they raided someone. Is that what's happening there?
That would be my guess, but
Oh. What is your favorite Nintendo franchise aside from the Mario series?
ooh, that's a good question. Okay, I gotta think about that one. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Cause my go-to is Mario, like everything, to be honest.
I keep thinking of Nintendo games and remembering they're not actually Nintendo games.
Yeah, I kind of like. You know what? I really like Animal Crossing a lot. That one's really good.
Never.
I'm
played
pretty positive that's Nintendo. Oh, you never played it? It's so easy to just like spend way too many hours playing it.
I have played Harvest Moon, and I hear that Animal Crossing is basically a less stressful Harvest Moon.
I never played Harvest Moon, but it is quite relaxing. It's just like literally walk around, make friends, and like buy things and like decorate your house. It's so nice. Yeah, Animal Crossing, Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong. I like Donkey Kong a lot, but I think I like Animal Crossing better.
Yeah, Harvest Moon, from what I understand, is basically if Animal Crossing was a farming simulator and you spent most of your time just like, okay, I gotta do this, okay, I gotta do this, okay, I gotta do this, okay, I gotta do this.
Apparently they made a Hamtaro video game series that Nintendo sponsored. Never heard of that, but kind of want to like look into that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go with Animal Crossing. Yeah.
Alrighty. What is your favorite of the 3D Marios?
Well, let's see. I've played Galaxy, I've played Odyssey, and I'm aware of Sunshine and 64. I really enjoyed Odyssey, so I'll probably say Odyssey. Because I actually finished it. Well, I finished Galaxy too, but like, Odyssey was like that perfect amount of difficulty where also I don't play a lot of 3D games, so I was also trying to get used to just like camera angles and stuff and getting used to the movements. But it like was so smooth and made it super easy to get through. So probably Odyssey.
That is the end of the questions. So basically, we're just going to be interacting with chat for the rest of the stream.
Nice. Though GC Animal Crossing, the villagers gave you way more sass, and you would move away if ignored. Less wholesome than Switch 1. Was that the one for the DS?
GC GameCube.
Oh, GC. I never played the GameCube one. I don't know if I would like that.
Franchise.
Oh, it's okay. We love all franchises here.
Oh no, Cat. Actually, any number of people can catch a Pokemon, because otherwise it wouldn't work if you had a large viewer base. So, yeah, any number of people could take. Kame didn't steal it. Although Kame catches all the frickin' Pokemon. How many are you at now, Kame? What's your Pokedex? Kame's
Wait,
just
catch it using I Pokecatch. Or exclamation mark Pokecatch?
Yeah, exclamation mark Pokecatch, but you have to do exclamation mark Poke Start, and it'll give you a starter Pokemon until you
Haha!
got Squirtle.
Yeah, I love Squirtle.
And
It's
then
one of my favorite Pokemons.
whenever a Pokemon appears, you can type in exclamation mark Pokecatch, and you'll throw a Pokeball at it. Or if you buy a better ball, you can put exclamation mark Pokecatch Ultra Ball or whatever. And yeah, try to catch Pokemon. And you can do all kinds of stuff in the game. I haven't fully explored it because I don't have time. Because I'm a streamer. But yeah, it's really cool. Everybody loves it. I got a lot of people that just like come in here and pretty much 90% of their interaction is just playing the Pokemon game.
Love this. This is so clever.
Yeah, it's really cool. Apparently, Kame has 337 Pokemon unique Pokemon.
Nice. Nice. It's a lot of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever played Stardew Valley on stream, feel like that'd be mega chill. Never on stream. I tried playing it once. I should try it again. I've been considering playing Elden Ring online. I know I've talked about this a lot, but I really want to play it. And like whenever I have free time, I'm usually streaming. So I'm like, well, I want to play this game. So I gotta stream it. Or like take time off and just play through this game. But Stardew Valley seems like a good option. I need to finish Jak and Daxter first though. Stream but gotta stream. Stream but gotta stream.
How's Jak and Daxter? I listen sometimes. Like
Good.
I like listen at work, and I'm just listening and I can't interact because I'm working. But like I listen and I've been listening to you playing Jak and Daxter, but I literally haven't even seen. I don't know what the game looks like. I just listen.
It's really good. It's like pretty well done for a 3D game, not gonna lie. I have trouble with spatial awareness sometimes in the game, so sometimes I'll like try to jump or something and like totally miscalculate like how far I'm going. I also have trouble with the double jump at time, but overall really enjoying it and we'll finish the game for sure.
How's Silent Hill going?
Oh, I finished that. It was something.
Do you have plans to play other Silent Hills?
Maybe I need to take a break from Silent Hills for a hot minute, but yeah, but I will most likely dabble into the other games to see if I like them. Now that I have an understanding of like what to expect in the gameplay, not going blind, like yeah, I think it'll be okay.
I promise the controls get better, but I'm not gonna tell you they get perfect.
Okay, good to know. I mean, I have mastered tank controls.
I'm pretty sure starting Silent Hill 2, they stopped doing tank controls.
Oh, nice. I'm all about that then. The tank controls.
Yeah, that's because it was, you know, a PS1 game, and basically like 3D games were brand new, so they hadn't come up with the concept of you move where you point yet.
Yeah,
like
right.
they were just inventing the movement system. So
well, it's like I tried to play Super Mario Sunshine, and I believe that was like a pretty early on like 3D game. I think it was for GameCube if I'm remembering that correctly. But like you can't look up with the camera, and it was really really difficult for me to play. So like I gave up on it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was just like, this is tough. I just can't get these controls down. Like, wah, wah.
Of course, me being a like old I've played like I grew up on Sega Genesis, so I play old games like that and I don't even notice the problems because that's just how I think.
Hey, that's fair. It's way easier if you like grew up on the console or the video game because I feel like it comes back to you pretty quickly and naturally. Where it's like, ah, man, I gotta like teach myself this. It's not overly complicated. It's just like, I don't want to regress back to like days when controls were more difficult.
To be fair, I also never liked tank controls. The first time I played a Lara Croft demo, I think was the first time I experienced tank controls, and I was like, this is really dumb. Why does this is so awkward?
Awkward. You can look up in camera in Sunshine if you go into first person with Flood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Damn, I might have to give that another shot then.
I'm playing the Crash Bandicoot remaster. I don't know how I played that game as a kid. Must have been cracked at games. Yeah. A lot of the older games, it's just like, holy crap, how did I play this? And then you think back and you're like, oh yeah, I died 45 times on the first level. I remember now. But it was the only thing I had to do, so I just pushed through it.
Push through it! Get into Resident Evil. I don't know about that. Live question. You get Isekai, goddess offers you a magical item. What magical item do you choose? Oh, you can't choose the goddess! No! Foiled! My plan was foiled! I don't know. Magical item. Can't choose the goddess. No! I don't know. All the other ones are so flawed. I don't know what I would pick.
Where is this question
knowledge?
coming from? What is happening? What?
Oh, it's from Dimmy.
Oh. Oh, I missed it. Okay, I see.
It's a reference to Konosuba.
Okay.
But I don't know. Knowledge, some kind of knowledge. I want my wits. I want my smarts to outwit people, or maybe a bow and arrow. Lame choice, Zeus. What are you doing? I knew it. Excuse me. What a good anime, right? So good. You need to have a watch along of that soon.
The moment I realized that there's a genre called isekai, I'd never somehow avoided ever learning the term. I don't know how. But I was like, oh, I probably need to start watching some isekais. Because, like, I've always enjoyed that concept in the past. I just didn't know it was, like, a category. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I somehow
definitely
missed the fact that it's a category.
If you want to be OP, choose time manipulation. Though, if it were to have magical item power, I'd choose shapeshifting. That's not a bad idea either. All I know is Megumi fan arts.
I'd probably also choose shapeshifting.
Shapeshifting is really good. I didn't consider that. Teleportation wouldn't be bad. As long as there was, like, no weird innuendos. Or just straight up magic. Magic. Love to watch Konosuba again? Yeah. And the movie's really good, too. Don't tell me I can't choose the goddess. I'll find the loophole! Goddess. I choose the goddess. Choose shapeshifting too. Everyone's going with shapeshifting. Clever. Blah, blah. Is that a magical item though, or is that just a magical ability? Explosion! Go with mind control and immediately become the series villain. Ah, you get isekai, but they don't tell you what your role is in the isekai.
Oh, there was an isekai that I wanted to watch, and then I just completely forgot about it. But they talked about it on... You know what? I don't freaking remember where I heard about it. Hold on. Wait. No. Bad tangent. I just remembered where I heard about it and realized I probably shouldn't be talking about that on stream. Never mind. Roll back.
back. Roll back.
I
And
don't know your
rewind.
community.
I
I
don't know
know
who
my
that one.
community's chill with stuff because I've got an 18 plus filter, and somebody's like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about up in here?" I'm like, "You're the one that clicked past the content warning. That's your problem."
My community definitely knows more than I do,
Okay.
and they're the ones constantly telling me what I don't know. So
To be fair, I feel like I'm not that cultured. I'm just cultured enough to be able to blend in.
London. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Step 1, clone goddess. Step 2, prophet.
Mind control.
I think I'll go over the plot, but not actually, like... Yeah, I'll still go over the plot. The plot's not harmful. So basically, there was a girl that was playing a visual novel. And she liked the, like, villain of the visual novel, but every time she played the game and she tried to play the game a different way, the villain always died, right?
Then
And
My Life as a Villainess.
yeah.
I've watched that. It's so good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like that one. I
Okay.
haven't seen the second season yet, though.
My Life as a Villainess. I had forgotten the name. Okay,
Yeah, it's like she keeps trying to avoid death situations, but like everyone just falls in love with her. She's like so silly and fun. Cows can't walk downstairs. I think I did know that.
So, from the source that I learned about it, I was thinking it was not just an anime. So, well, now I know it's an anime. So that's
I
good.
mean, it might not just be an anime. We have the internet, and you know, rule of the internet. It
Well,
can be
yeah.
whatever you want it to be.
But yeah, that sounded really cool. And also, like, I love reverse harems.
Yeah. I definitely ship the main character with the girl in the yellow dress. They're like perfect match. Perfect
That's it.
match.
My next life is a villainess. All routes lead to doom. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. So good. So good.
Everybody
Why didn't I
catch.
catch it? Why didn't I catch it?
Oh, you'll find out when it gives a time for everyone to attempt, and then it'll let you know who caught it.
Oh, going again. No! It's just gonna tell me I can't do anything because it's gonna spam me out.
Right? No. It's fine. Give it a minute.
Why, David? Why? You got the mudkip! Oh wait, that's Poke Start.
Yeah, David started. Mudkip's a good one.
Mudkip is good.
You don't
Water
need to keep
Pokemon.
saying Poke-catch. No, in like 2 minutes or something, it's gonna say, okay, here's who caught the Pokemon.
But like my chances will be increased if I keep putting I Poke-catch, right?
No.
That's how this works.
No, that's not how that works.
No!
If you want to increase your chances, interact a lot in chat, and then you get money every time you interact in chat, and then you can buy like Ultra Balls or something.
I'm learning so much.
Oh, okay. It said Kame tried to catch, and it said it already escaped, so it's up. Okay, you got it!
Yeah!
Susan and David caught it.
Hey!
Azorua.
Cutie.
I definitely know what that is.
I just had to look it up. It's a little cutie, like a dark type with flamey looking hair. Looks like a kitty fox.
Wait.
Kitty fox. Super cute.
Somebody else also didn't recognize a Pokemon? Holy crap. I feel validated.
Unfortunately, if it's like any generation after the first generation, I'm probably looking it up because I definitely fell off. Yeah.
You are also a Pokemon boomer.
I'm a Pokemon boomer.
I
know why?
Gen 1 and 2 so well. Like, I have made many spreadsheets for Gen 1 and 2 I Nuzlocke Gen 1 and 2. I understand all the mechanics and the bug. Well, not all of them, but like a ton of the mechanics and the bugs and stuff. And then I've played Gen 3 twice. Didn't finish it either time. And I've never played a Pokemon after that.
I only watched the series. And then I think this is absolutely why I stopped watching it. Do you remember the Pokemon breakfast cereal that came out probably like early 2000s?
No, I don't remember that at all.
There's a Pokemon breakfast cereal that came out, and the commercials, there was this one commercial for it where it was like two young kids going to school and mom's like, I cooked you both breakfast, but the food looked absolutely atrocious, but she would like cook it in the shape of like Pokemon, so it'd be like scrambled eggs, but like burnt, disgusting looking scrambled eggs in like the face of a Pikachu. And then like I was so grossed out by it that I stopped watching Pokemon. It's such a dumb reason, but that's definitely why I fell off. I did watch the new series though, or started to at least. It's really good. I've been enjoying it a lot. So I have to say that I do need to head to bed, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I really appreciate you having me on your stream. This is a lot of fun.
Absolutely. You're amazing.
Yeah. Aw, thanks. You're amazing, Just T. Thank you so much for having me.
Like I said, you were always the goal. Like, you're the one that I wanted to interview.
Aw, thanks.
I and of course I got here and I got so frazzled that like all the practice didn't even mean anything.
Hey, you just gotta go with the flow and enjoy the stream.
Well, thank you for hanging out, Susan.
Of course, and thank you everyone for submitting questions. Really appreciate it. I hope you all had a good time. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for having me. I will see everyone later. Have a good rest of the stream, Justy.
Bye, Susan.
Bye-bye.